right here in downtown LA. Oh, a Gixxer leader bike. Yeah, the Fate of the Furious. I want to go see that movie right now. Pretty interesting, man. I'm not gonna lie, I saw it right here at the Regal in DTLA, downtown Los Angeles, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think the main thing of the movie is you can continue with the sequence. You know, it's not like, oh yeah, the movie's stuck right there. The movie's not stuck because the main villain, you know, she never gets caught. So with the main villain not getting caught, I mean, there's obviously room for more and more and more and more. But I mean, to sum it up, man, my best opinion of this movie was, I think whoever directed it, whoever wrote it, you know, they obviously had a little more connection to it, since, you know, Paul Walker did pass away. You know, this is a full movie without Paul Walker, I believe, right? I don't know this franchise that well, but I mean, I think he did a good job. I think whoever directed it, thank you. You know, whoever wrote it, did an excellent job in understanding that concept. Thank you. And, you know, executing. You know, it was really not a family movie. You know, it's obviously PG-13, and, you know, obviously it's highly sensitive in some areas, but the whole premise of the movie was family oriented. You know, it was really nice. It was kind of a good thing. But yeah, in my eyes. Anyway, I'll continue right now.
The movie franchise is genius. They picked one element and they went to another, and they went to another, and they went to another. They never really stopped at one element. Genius.
Yeah, see the CRF. They should have had more CRF 250s in the movie, but they were nowhere to be because CRF 250s only have 20 horsepower, and they slow as hell. And those definitely ain't a fast, furious type of a bike. But I mean, to sum it up, one more time, complete overview. The movie starts exactly where it left off. It was a good scene, excellent screenplay, and then it goes a little deeper, you know, and there's a secret. Dom doesn't want to give up this. Oh, come on. Number 3. There we go. So Dom doesn't want to give up the secret that he finds out. Someone terrorizes him. Someone shows him the secret. At the end of the day, you know, he has to go find out what's happening. He has to go neutralize, and he has to go do all these hoops and jumps just to get the secret. You know, and he has to turn over his team real quick and all that. And, you know, it was a good concept. You know, it was for family-orientated behaviors. You know, it was all about family. And I just think it was a good concept. But realistically, the movie was A+, not because of that. The movie was A+ because Toretto cried. I don't think I've ever seen him cry in a movie. I don't think you've ever seen him cry in a Fast and Furious screenplay, you know. I just think that was a good look for him. You know, I don't think that was a bad look. I think that was a really good look. So Dominic Toretto cried. And because Dominic Toretto cried, I really think you brought some people home into the movie. You know, it was no disconnect. It was really connected emotionally. It was a family-oriented movie. And, you know, there's obviously fights everywhere. Everyone's getting shot. Everyone's dying. People losing heads and stuff like that. You know, that's going to happen in a movie like that. That's an R1 with a side exhaust. That thing is beast. Damn, that thing is beast. That thing is monstrous. I really want to talk to him, but I can't because he's not going to hear me, man. That bike is too loud. That thing has a side exhaust. That thing looks gorgeous. See? He didn't even see me. Not even looking out for his own time. Well, he probably can't. He has so much engine underneath him. Probably scared of looking anywhere but straight. I would have to give the movie, out of all Fast and Furious franchise, I'd have to give the movie top 3. You know, the original is always the best. It has the best excitement, all that. But, you know, I would say this is a number 2 or number 1. The one that I really did like is the first one with Ludacris in it when they went to Miami. That was a good one in my eyes, you know. And in the end, I think this is definitely top 3 of the franchise. And I hope they're going in the right direction, you know. I mean, yeah, their stunts are a little extreme, you know, going backwards at 70 miles an hour, winning races going backwards. I mean, yeah, it happens, but not really. I mean, that's the only, you know, I'm a realist. If you can sell me on the realist of a movie, I'm definitely going to buy it, you know. And that's one thing about me is I obviously work on cars, I work on transportation and stuff like that, so I know how things work. And realistically, he could have a 6-speed reverse, but I highly doubt it. I mean, that would have added an extra 1,000 pounds. And unless you have 3,000 horsepower, which he claimed supposedly, oh boy, you know, that's what you really need. You need 3, 4, 5,000 horsepower to win a race going backwards. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It was a good movie. I liked it. Everyone should go out and watch it just because, you know, it takes you out of your normal. You know, you really like to think of things, and it's just a good family-oriented movie. Now, I will say the content is not family-oriented. The content of it is very sexual. The content is very flashy, very violent, but the basis, the whole premise of this movie is not about that. The premise of the movie is about family, and what will you do for some family? You know what I'm saying? And I just like that, but yeah, I really wish, you know, I went to go take, you know, some teenagers, you know, from my other gig, and you know, I had to watch the movie with teenagers, and of course, all their parents, you know, signed the permission slip and all that. But still, man, I mean, realistically, you can't be showing stuff like that. I understand it's an adult-oriented movie, but it shouldn't be PG-13. That should be a rated R movie. They had a lot of cussing, almost nudity. They had a lot of butt cheeks, a lot of boobage. You know, boobage and butt cheeks. A lot of violence. People got their heads torn off, or people got their heads punched down off a bonnets of vehicles. You know, I mean, you'd be surprised what could happen. You know, the scene of a front of a car. You know, just having on the hood, on the bonnet. You know, you'd be surprised. But it is what it is. Those are the only cons I can really think of. I mean, besides, on the fourth con would probably be the unrealistic nature that sometimes happens. You know, winning a race in reverse, probably in 6-speed or 5-speed or 4-speed in reverse, is highly unusual. You know, there's only a couple cars that have, you know, reverse higher gears, you know, and you know that means you have a big transfer case, and I doubt that's what's going to happen. But you know, it is what it is. It's Hollywood, and I understand it, so I ain't mad at you. That's not really a con, but to me it is. So you got those 4 cons. You know, partial nudity, a lot of boobage, a lot of buttage. You know, got crazy language. They got crazy violence. You know, and they got unrealistic scenes. That's the 4 cons. The pros are definitely outweigh it. As in, if you're not a prude and you're somewhat of open-minded and you don't mind taking your kids or your family to a mildly sexual explicit show, I mean, it's a good movie. So that's my take on it. Hope y'all have a good one, you know, enjoy yourselves out there, be safe, so, deuces.
Thank you.